Seriously. Crazy thing though, works like a charm. Seriously. 30 seconds in and out. Are you ready for your next comic? He is a foreigner. He's from Burlington. He's a nice accent. May need a bit of money after the show to get home, or he can hop in my van. We'll see. If there's enough space after we collect the front row. What? I have no idea. Please welcome to the stage, very good friend of mine, Rick Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing, Ashley? Thank you very much, Martha. Thank you. How you doing? We'll just get out of the way right off the top. My name is Rick Jones, and it didn't look this orange in the store. I was trying to look cool. I shot that over a little bit, and now I look like a creamsicle. So, I certainly didn't need the fashion disadvantage. I already look like a horrible genetic splice between Charlie Sheen and the guy who plays Mr. Bean. For the three of you who didn't see it right away, allow me to demonstrate. Winning. Gosh, thanks. On top of that, I'm a single dad. Ladies, please don't all charge the stage at once now. As it happens, yesterday was my daughter's 7th birthday. So, thanks, I'll pass it on to her somehow. She wanted a cat for her birthday. I said no. She, no cats. Don't get me wrong, I like cats. Cats are fine. I've had cats before. I've had lots of cats. It's just, look, when you bring a cat into your household, you're not just taking responsibility for this gentle, innocent little life. You're also taking responsibility for a big box of shit. And it's amazing how a 10-pound animal can generate 25 pounds of shit a day. A house cat is like the Harry Potter creature with the worst magical ability ever. Airy. It's the feline of endless defecation. And again, I gotta tell you, single father, I'm struggling. It's hard enough, and it's not a real impressive sight when you have a lady back to your place. You know, you're showing around, you're like acting all suave and sophisticated, saying, "Thanks for coming back to my tastefully put bachelor pad. Let me show you around. There's the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, down there's my room, and there's the big box of shit." In which Simba has chosen this opportune moment to squat one out. What's that? Well, yes, I'm sure there's lots of piss in it too. Here at Casa Rick, we use only the finest clumping litter. And so it's all hardened into stinky, gravelly little pea boulders. Chardonnay. My last attempt to get my kid pets was a disaster. About 2 years ago, I got this big tank of tropical fish. And people were like, "Rick, why fish? They're boring. They're not good at it." And you know, that's not true. It's not fair at all. Fish are really good at dying. Yeah. Excellent dyers. Yeah, I went through more fucking fish than Captain Highliner, folks. I'd buy the batch of fish on Monday, they'd be going down the toilet by Friday. For 6 months, I expended most of my disposable income on tropical fish, murdering hundreds of Nino's friends in this horrific fish catraz that I'd set up in my office. And after about 6 months of this really grim Darwinian survival of the fittest type deal that I had going on in Auschwitz, I ended up with about... I went there. You're welcome to that gentleman there in the back row. I'm not sure what's going on back there. I ended up with about a dozen fish that would not die, right? But 12 fish, nothing I threw at them would kill them. So I thought, well, that's not bad. Finally, a batch of 12 fish, a dozen fish, a decent batch, and then they started to disappear. Not dying, vanishing. I had no idea where they were going. Until one night, it was about 2 in the morning, I couldn't sleep, right? So I wandered downstairs, and guess what I find? The cat that I had at the time was sitting on top of the fish tank, scooping them out and eating them. So, to review, the fish that I was slaving over to keep alive were being converted into the turds in my big box of shit. So I suffer. In fact, recent days have not been much better. A couple of weeks ago, I had a horrible dental problem. Oh my God. A filling fell out the back, at the top there. I was in agony. You know how dental pain is. Like, at first you're afraid you're going to die, and then you're afraid you won't. So I go to the dentist. I'm like, and the dentist, she takes the x-rays, and she's like, dude, your tooth's all fucked up, man. And, well, I know, she was more professional. She said, Mr. Jones, your tooth's all fucked up. And she says, you need a root canal. Good, fix it. She says, no, I'm not going to fix it. I'm going to send you to a completely different dentist, and he's going to fix it. And I'm like, oh, why? And she says, her exact words, well, I'm not good with molars. Now, call me picky, call me choosy, call me a difficult customer if you will. I think a dentist should be good with teeth. All of them. Because I'm not a fucking shark. I don't have 900 of them. I only have as many teeth as a person's supposed to have, however many that is. How would you like to get in a plane and have the pilot go, hey folks, welcome aboard flight number 168 with service to Calgary. We'll be taking off in just a few moments, then ascending to a cruising altitude at 34,000 feet, at which point your friendly flight crew will be starting our drink and food service. After that, it's anybody's guess, because I'm not so good with landings. I figure when we get close to Calgary, I'm just going to point the nose down at the airport, hope for the best. I'll tell you what though, I got this post-it note up here that says, put wheels down this time. I'm hoping that'll make things a lot smoother. I would hand the controls over to the first officer, but she's an out-of-work dentist, so. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you very much.